Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Brenda from Planty Pants. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time ever watching one of my videos, thank you so much for taking the time, clicking on this mug of mine to see what I have to say about my plants today. If you like what you see, please subscribe. It will help me immensely with my channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing my collection of Sansevieria. I have a lot of them, I'm realizing now. I started collecting them quite a long time ago. Some of the ones that I have are literally 40 years old. So I will show you those. But Sansevieria, they are from all over the world. Asia, South Africa, Thailand, they just grow everywhere. There are succulents and I love them. And I have quite a collection that I'm going to share with you today. So join me. A couple of them are large and they're just in the house around. So I'm going to show you those first because I'm not going to pick them up and move them in here in my dining room. So come on with me. Okay, so the first one that I want to show you, I did a video on this one a few months back. It is called Sansevieria laurentii. Very common plant, very dark leaves. I bought this as two plants as rehabs. I want to say they cost me $1 a piece, you guys. I'm gonna have to go back to the video to find out for sure. But as you can see, I finally have some secondary growth. There were pups that were starting to come when I potted this thing up. And this plant was severely damaged when I bought it. And what I did was I just cut the damage kind of in the shape of the leaf in hoping that it would turn out to look okay, and it certainly has. It has not let me down, but you see I have a lot of growth coming, so that's pretty exciting. Those are two new pups. So yeah, this Sansevieria does very well in this window, which is sort of like western sunlight. It's a very dark leaf plant. I'm kind of curious as to how these are gonna come in. Maybe there will be more, I don't know, more colorful or something, but yeah, so this is my Sansevieria laurentii. It cost me $2 to buy, I mean. And yeah, there you have it. So moving on. Okay, my next Sansevieria is here. Needed to be repotted a short time ago, and I totally did repot her, and ever since I did, she has just, this is a Sansevieria moonshine. Usually when they first start to grow, let me just turn this around for you so you can see, the new growth is very light color. It's gorgeous, and then as they get more mature, the leaves get a little bit darker. I hope the lighting is okay for you guys because it is really dark outside and I have like all the lights on. So this is a Sansevieria moonshine. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. And I literally got this as a small piece that was a trade for something else that I had that someone wanted in a trade group. So yeah, so this is a Sansevieria moonshine. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. Look how big it is. It's so pretty right there. So pretty. Right, my next one to show you is this Sansevieria cylindrica. This guy has grown in leaps and bounds. Very beautiful Sansevieria. The leaves are just totally round and cylindrical. I'm not sure what's going on with this one in that it's got these little, if anyone knows what that is, it's got a couple of little strange areas where it's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it, but you can see what it is. If anyone knows what that is, please tell me. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Sansevierias. I've had it for a really long time, and it's in a very small pot in there. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't, but it has grown in leaps and bounds. Beautiful plant, Sansevieria cylindrica. Another one of my favorites. One of the reasons why I just love Sansevierias is because they have so many different kinds and they are just so gorgeous and I love them. Love. Okay, so the next one that I have to show you is in my kitchen. which is right here on my kitchen. Oh, that's what's for dinner. Right here on the kitchen counter. It is, I think it's a Sansevieria laurentii, but I'm not sure. This is one of the ones that is over 40 years old. My daughters, my twin daughters, are going to be 41 in November next month. And their grandmother, their great-grandmother, gave it to me. So when they were babies. So that's how old it is. I love it. It just sits right there. All that's in there, I don't know if you can see, but you probably can. All that's in there right now that's holding it up are pebbles and water. It grows in water. So Sansevieria grow beautifully in water. The good thing is they don't grow a lot, so that it's going to be in here for a really long time, but they do grow very well just in water. So there's that one. And then, I can't believe I'm taking you through this, but I am. This is where I'm going to be doing my video. This is another one that I have growing in water in my dining room, and this is another one of the old ones, probably between 38 and 40 years old. Again, it's the same kind as in the kitchen. I think it's a laurentii, but I'm not certain. There again, this one lives in water and rocks. I just love the statement that they make. They just, she just sits on that little stand and is living her best life. Very happy. Another awesome thing about Sansevieria is they can take high light, low light, no light. They are so forgiving and so easy to grow. They are wonderful plants for beginners. And then here I have, this is a laurentii. That's why I think that one over there is as well, because it looks similar. This one, I lost a couple of pieces, and luckily I didn't lose all of it, but she just lives in the corner there. And then I have one more over here in the corner, and this is another old one. Again, I think it's a laurentii. Look how pretty the leaves are. I mean, what is not to love about this plant? I just love Sansevieria. They're also known as mother-in-law tongue snake plants. There's so many different, there's like hundreds of, more than 140 varieties I think I read, but yeah. So these are all the big ones. So now, let me show you my smaller ones that I love. Okay. I have every light on in this house just about, and it is really dark outside, so I hope this is bright enough. But now I'm going to show you my smaller Sansevieria collection, and I'm actually going to repot one because it's totally root bound. So first I will show you one of my favorites. I didn't have a label, a tag on this for a really long time because I wasn't sure what it was, but I did some research this morning, and I think this is a Sansevieria gracillima. This is what she looks like. This plant I love because of how gorgeous the markings are on the leaves, and the fact that it's almost round on the underside and then like a half moon on the top. Really, really pretty plant. I have had this plant for such a long time. It's a slow grower. And if I am not right about this, please drop me a note, but I think it's a gracillima. But it's beautiful. I love it. Sansevieria, they're so easy to grow, you guys. Anywhere. That's a good thing about them. And not only that, what I read, and I hope this is true, but in the evening, they exude more oxygen than regular plants, than most plants. So they're really good to have in your bedroom. That's what I heard. If it's not true, slap me. But it's some kind of scientific thing that I read. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of bunk, but who knows, So yeah, this is my Sansevieria gracillima, or gracillima. Really pretty, super pretty. I just repotted her recently, so she's really grown good. All of these guys just got a drink yesterday. So, all right, number 2. This is my Sansevieria Black Moon. Now, I got this as a little tiny piece as a freebie with the Robusta, which is the one that I'm going to have to repot. This is called the Black Moon. I'm not sure what makes it a black moon. I'm pretty sure that it's a dwarf variety because it hasn't grown. It's grown significantly, but very, very slowly. I mean, it was really small when I got it. So it still hasn't produced a pup, but it's very pretty, very compact. And I water my Sansevierias, all of them, like succulents, like every 2 weeks, but I check them every week because some of them are actually thirstier than others, and I'll try to remember to mention which ones. It's not this one, and it's not the Gracillima. So yeah, so this is my Sansevieria Black Moon. Pretty, love it. Okay, next is my Sansevieria Whale Fin. Now this plant, everyone who collects Sansevierias, you know, they want this one just because it's really cool looking. So this leaf right here is the one that I bought, because that's usually when you get them as one leaf. And then shortly after I bought it, she produced a second leaf, and this is not it. But see how beautiful this is? So somebody else was looking for one, so I literally chopped it off and sold it for not enough money. And thankfully, a couple of years later, she put out another pup. So this is Whalefin Sansevieria. I love the way that it looks. That's all there is to it. I freaking love it. Look, isn't that pretty? Yeah, Sansevieria Whalefin. Very unique piece. It grows so slowly. I've had it for, oh my gosh, probably 4 or 5 years, and this is only the second leaf that is put out. One I chopped and sold, and then this one. Sansevieria Whalefin. Okay, so over here. Now we're going to talk about this Sansevieria. I'm pretty sure this is a Patens, but I'm not certain. But I bought this at Trader Joe's. It was just this main little plant right here. And it was in a really small pot, you guys. How cute is this plant? I mean, what's not to love about this? It's adorable. So it was in this really tiny pot. So, and I was watching for new growth right here, and nothing happened. And all of a sudden, boop, it shot up this little baby. So I was like, oh, it is growing. So I had to repot it. And I just love the looks of this plant. The leaves are sort of cylindrical, but how cute is it? It's also a dwarf Sansevieria. It's not going to get much taller, I don't believe. And I think it's called a Patens, P-A-T-E-N-S, but if I'm wrong, please tell me. I love feedback, and I don't mind admitting when I'm incorrect, because I am a lot, so, you know, let's get real here. So, yes, Sansevieria Patens. Gorgeous addition to anyone who collects Sansevieria. Again, an easy plant to grow. Just saying. All right, then right here is my Sansevieria Samurai. Now this plant, I just looked recently. This plant I could sell for a lot of money, but why would I, first of all? It's one of my favorite plants just because it's so rugged. Look at it. And it's almost like, it almost kind of grows like in a twist. And you see that? It's so beautiful. This plant has grown tremendously since I got it. And it's called a Samurai. I'm not sure why, but look how beautiful it is. I just love this one so much. Oh my gosh. It gets full sun. This one does. It likes full sun. This one, nope, this one only gets a drink every couple of weeks too. I literally have to check all of them every 2 weeks. So, there you go. Sansevieria Samurai. Speaks for itself. Look at that. I love it. All right, along those same veins, I have a little tiny, what I believe to be a dwarf Samurai, because I've had it for a super long time. And it was called a, ooh, baby. I gotta repot it. Oh, I think it's not very happy with me right now. I'm gonna have to repot this one too. Not in this video, but I'm gonna repot it. Give me some. But look at the little pup it pushed out. And the pup's kind of weird. See, it's like on a stem. You see that? It's like on a stem, which is very unique. I'm gonna have to repot this, but this is supposed to be a dwarf samurai. Again, super cute plant. I love it. Dwarf samurai, Sansevieria. Another easy plant to grow, you guys. I'm going to convince you all that you need to start collecting Sansevierias. I had no idea I had this many, but then I have this Sansevieria, Balii, which is gnarly and crazy, and oops, what's that? And I have cut and given so many people pieces of this. Like you can see, I cut it right there. They grow out, and all of a sudden, peep, you'll have another little snarly ball on the end of like a stem. So this one's been hacked quite a bit, but I still love it, and it's still growing. And she is a Sansevieria Balii. Really cool plant. Really, really cool plant. And it starts growing with like a flat part on the top, but as the leaves mature, they are all like cylindrical. Super cool plant, easy to grow. This one is not very thirsty. Every couple of weeks she gets a drink, and that's about it. Sansevieria Balii. Add it to your collection. You will not be sorry. You won't be sorry. Okay. This one I love too, so much. This is my Sansevieria Francesii. I think that's how you say it. This one is really cool looking, and it's grown a lot. This one is a little bit more thirsty than the others, and I'm not sure why, but all of the leaves are almost cylindrical, but not quite. They're a little bit flat on the top, and it's just a very unique looking Sansevieria in my opinion. That's another reason why I love them. They have so many cool looking ones. I have a whole shelf with just my Sansevierias on them, except for the ones that are everywhere else in the house. So, Sansevieria Francesii, love it. All right, I have 3 more. This is my Sansevieria Golden Honey. This is a dwarf Sansevieria. I bought it because I love the colors. I love the yellow. It is freaking gorgeous, and it is finally growing. It didn't grow for a while, but this leaf right here in the middle used to be only like sticking up this much. So, what does it say? Oh, thankful. I am thankful. So this is my Sansevieria Golden Honey. Yeah, Hanii, Honey. Beautiful Sansevieria. It's going to stay compact, I hope. But not too compact. I would like to see it get bigger and throw out a pup or 2. Love it. Sansevieria Honey. Another easy one to grow. This one is not very thirsty. Okay, and then I have this beautiful Sansevieria Whitney, and I love the Whitney for obvious reasons. Look at her leaves. Oh my land. I love the markings on the leaves. They are absolutely gorgeous. This plant grows so well. I have one in my bathroom, and she loves the humidity in there, and I have to water that one every single week. Maybe it's just because it's in the bathroom, but I keep looking for pups in this one, but no pups yet. But Sansevieria Whitney, very unique Sansevieria, and I love how she looks. Look at that leaf right there. It's so beautiful, so striking. I love the sides, the mottled sides. So pretty. Sansevieria Whitney, super simple to grow. Another one to add to your list if you don't have this one. She's gorgeous. All right, so the last one that I want to show you today is, hopefully I can, it's going to be kind of scary, but this is my Sansevieria. I think it's called a Robusta. It is. Sansevieria Robusta. She is in this outside pot which has no drainage. But what really is going on in here is, let me just get prepared for this, is she is in a smaller pot. Let's see if I can show you. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Bring you down just a teeny bit here. The pot that it's in, oops. The pot that it's in, looks like she was sitting in water. That's probably not very good, but the pot that it's in is just busting out. So you can see that I put this stake in here just to try to get her to stand up at one point. So what I'm gonna do is repot it. I think I'm gonna get rid of a lot of the soil. You can see some of the leaves. Let me just show you here, because of how pot bound it was. Some of the leaves are damaged and I may end up cutting those off. I am not sure. I'm gonna wait and see. So let's just do this together. Oh my. Okay. So she is ready. Robusta. Yeah, she's really, really wet. She's really not good for her, but I did just give her a drink yesterday. But you can see she's totally root bound, and I am just going to loosen a lot of the soil. And she's got a piece of, oh yeah, okay. This is really gonna be great, you guys. She's gonna be so much happier. So now that I'm looking at these closer, maybe that one. The rest are gonna be fine. So I'm gonna get rid of as much of this really damp soil that I can. Okay. And my plan was to put it in here, but I am not sure if maybe I should put it in here. I think this pot's too big. Oh yeah, I think it is. All right, so let's put it in here. And if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna get rid of more of the soil and just replace it with a nice, well-draining succulent mix, or not succulent, but pretty much, I use the same soil for almost everything, you guys. All right, so I'm just gonna set it back down here for just a second. All right, let's go. It's in there. Not too much though, because she needs to have plenty. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how wet this is, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna try to hold her up in the middle. See how it works for me. All right. I need to make more soil. I'm getting down to the bottom of my bucket here. Bottom of my bucket. That's okay, because I like making soil. Every time I make soil, I make it a little bit differently, depending on how I feel. I think I'm gonna get rid of my leca. I'm really kind of steering away from leca now, because it seems like everything I plant in leca gets moldy, and it's a real bugger to clean it. It's just such a mess. You shouldn't have to do it that often, but you kind of do. All right, so I am now just filling the sides in really nicely. Oh, she's gonna be so much happy. But you know what? She's still kind of side heavy. You know that? Why is that? She's not gonna want to stand up. Man, come on, man. Well, maybe if I just put a little bit more, just kind of pack it in there on the side that wants to lean. See how it's trying to, what I'm gonna have to do is put this in another heavier pot on the outside so it will stand up without one to fall over. There. Okay. So, this is now my new Sansevieria Robusta in her new pot. I think she'll be fine in here for a while. I almost wish I had planted her in the other one, but the other one is just, I think it's too big. I think she'll be fine in here for a while. She has room to grow. So there, Sansevieria Robusta in a brand new filthy pot that I have to rinse. So having said that, let me just rinse these nasty little hands and then we'll go on. Well, there you have it. My entire Sansevieria collection. I hope you enjoyed watching it and watching it. I hope you enjoyed seeing my plants. I don't know how many I have, but there's quite a few different Sansevierias that I have, and I thank you so much for taking the time to join me in displaying them and talking about them. I love them. I think everybody should have 1 or 2 or 7 in their home, and yeah, it's just, they're great. They're easy to grow. That's it. So thank you so much for joining me today for my Sansevieria collection video. I appreciate you taking the time. If you have not subscribed to my channel, like I said in the beginning, please consider doing so. It would help me out a lot. And until next time, which I think is going to be my IKEA greenhouse update, because I just cleaned it out and oh my land, I've learned so much with that thing. But take care of yourselves and God bless.